Hey, what's up, this Young Sebi, and it's about 3:30 in the morning, and I decided to make a video. I had a pretty busy day today. I was in for like 5 hours or so straight recording some stuff for my homeboy. All the while they was in there smoking and drinking, amongst other things, but I still got a lot of things accomplished. Probably hung out a little longer than I needed to or should have, but it's all good. You know, things went over real good. And, let me light this incense first. 1 second. 1 second. Let me do this because I gotta get my incense burning. Gotta get that incense burning real good right there. Okay. Yeah, we good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Good. I think that's right. But anyways, after that I hung out with some friends, you know. We had a little powwow, you know, where we normally talk about things that went on in our lives that week. And then we also talk about, you know, spiritual things and our spiritual journey and whatnot, how far we've progressed and what we've learned and whatnot. And one thing we ended up talking about was forgiveness. And this is like forgiveness towards like any family members, any friends or whatnot. I had a friend there who had, you know, some family issues too, you know, the people that she needed to forgive and whatnot. But, you know, I could relate to that too because I have family and friends who played me dirty. And I'm sure everybody has had that happen to them, you know. I personally think it's worse when it's like your family that does something dirty to you, but, you know, because that's like one of the hardest things to try to overcome or to try to bounce back from, you know, healing from a situation like that. I'm trying to clear my thoughts here. That was one of the hardest things for me to do personally, was to forgive family members, you know. But as I matured spiritually, I knew that I couldn't hold on to any animosity or any ill feelings that I have for them, you know, and progress spiritually, because, you know, it's just don't happen like that, you know. So I had a couple who I went, you know, to say, you know, I forgive you for what you did and no hard feelings. You know, I'm not necessarily saying that it's gonna be a, you know, this old time, you know, it's gonna go start back from day one, you know, and things are gonna be real cool like that, but I forgive you, and, you know, I'm gonna heal and move on or whatever. And you don't really have to even say anything to them. You can do it for yourself, because forgiveness is not about the other person, it's about you. It's about you forgiving them and letting whatever they did to you go, and you taking the time to heal and move forward. And also realizing that the past is the past. Whatever happened in the past, happened in the past. The present is the present, and the future has not been determined yet. You know what I'm saying? So just because your past has been a certain way, doesn't mean that your future or your present has to be that same way. When it comes to forgiveness, I even forgave a couple people who I just fell out with recently. I had a couple friends who I fell out with, you know, over some stupid bullshit, you know, that wasn't even my fault, but it is what it is, you know. Ain't no crying over spilt milk. The way that I look at that is that, you know, one friend walks out the door, another one walks in. So I had 2 people walk out of the door, and I got like 3 new numbers. Met 3 new people, so it's gonna keep on moving, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna always meet people, so never be afraid to take people out of your life who don't deserve to be in your life. And that was one of the reasons right there too, you know, because if a person is coming at you with some negative bullshit and you're trying to be positive, or they're coming at you on some hate tip stuff, you know, talking shit about you, or, you know what I'm saying, trying to put you down or whatever, you don't need them in your life. Kick their ass to the curb and keep moving, you know. I'm not saying you gotta hold no grudges against them and it has to be ugly, but you can delete numbers and you can even change the number if you want to, if you really want to take it to that extreme. Actually, one of them was kind of ugly because I was just like, you know, trying to explain the situation and that person wasn't even trying to hear me, so I'm just like, fuck you. And that was it. That was the end of the conversation. But, you know, I forgave them, you know. And this just happened last week. I already forgave them, you know. I'm not saying I want to be their friend. I want to be up under them, you know, like before. But, you know, I forgave them and I'm moving on in my life. I'm not losing any sleep. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about, you know, forgiving people and doing that for yourself, because forgiveness again is about you, not about the other person. It's about you healing and you being able to move on with your life. Because if you hold on to those painful experiences of the past and those past wrongdoings or whatever they did to you in the past, you're never gonna be free, you know? They're always gonna have that power over you. If you want to move forward in life, they're gonna have to learn to forgive and let it go. You know what I'm saying? So you can heal, so you can mature, but so you can mature in your life, you know, and whatever. And I think it takes a person who is conscious and a person who wants to change to be able to acknowledge that they may have some issues with forgiveness and acknowledge that they want to actually, you know, go forth with it and do it and bring up all those issues that they may have had with somebody and just go ahead and just say, you know, I forgive you. And also thank them for the lessons that they probably taught you. Because I know when people play you dirty, they teach you lessons, you know, they teach you, you know, lessons that hopefully you don't have to like learn again, you know. And because I've learned a lot of hard lessons myself, you know, with people. That's why I'm kind of, you know, I don't really trust as often as I should trust. I don't really open up as often as I should open up to people because I don't know what your intentions are, you know what I'm saying? And my vibes are on point, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling some like funny negative vibes from you, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna stay away from you and I'm not gonna really open up to you, and I'm not gonna be, because I'm not phony, you know? If I'm your friend because I value friendship, I'm your friend. If I'm not your friend, I'm not your friend. It's either I like you or I don't like you. And there's no in between with me, you know what I'm saying? So I keep it real. I'm one of the realest motherfuckers you wanna meet, and I will talk to you how it is, you know what I'm saying, when you come to me. But like I said, it's all about forgiveness and moving on with your life, you know? Not holding on to that past shit. You gotta let it go. Let it go, forgive them, whatever they did, and whether it was your mother, your father, whether it was your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your friend, and whatever, whoever it was. Just forgive them and let it go, because there's no need to be hanging on to all that negativity. Because in my life, I don't know about you, but in my life, I wanna prosper. I wanna evolve spiritually. I wanna move forward, you know. I don't want to look at somebody and be envious. I don't want to look at somebody and try to pass judgment on them, on what they do, how they look, what kind of clothes they wear, and all that shit. You know, I'm way past all that. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts with you developing that, you know, forgiveness. You gotta forgive people. You gotta forgive them. No, nothing's impossible. Anything is possible. You gotta keep that in mind too. And on that note, I think I'm about to get ready to go to bed. So those are my little 2 cents on forgiveness and